Welcome back to The Explainer, everyone. Today, we are stepping right back into the suffocating nightmare that is Blackwood Forest, Chapter 9 of a story that is literally redefining lit RPG survival horror. I mean, just picture this. A forest where the trees twist into the terrifying shapes of screaming human faces. It's a place where gravity itself just seems totally broken. Silver leaves float upward instead of falling. And the sunlight? It is completely devoured by this endless, suffocating ceiling of tangled black branches. So pull up a chair and settle in, because I promise you, the shadows here are listening, and the ground we're walking on is anything but safe.
Okay, picture this. It's the dead of night. Our group of stranded players is absolutely exhausted, huddled around a fire made of this strange, smokeless blue wood. Everyone is asleep, except Arjun. The forest is just too quiet. And then he hears it, a whisper. It's his mother's voice, calling him home, telling him dinner is ready, and it sounds perfect. Desperate and just completely emotionally drained, he actually steps away from the safety of the firelight. He's met by a pale woman standing in the darkness. Her silver hair is flowing without any wind, and her face is hidden beneath a torn veil. She slowly extends a hand. But right as he's about to take it, a blood-red warning absolutely explodes across his vision. The veil lifts, and beneath it, there is no face at all, just an endless, terrifying black void filled with thousands of slowly opening human eyes, all blinking in perfect unison. Right here, we are slammed with the brutal reality of this world. There are no second chances, guys. There is no reloading a saved file. Every single mistake, every misplaced step, every tiny lapse in judgment where you give in to nostalgia or hope, it is permanent. No respawn.
So let's dive into this, because the boys are trapped in an impossible psychological dilemma here. On one hand, you have the system's UI flashing these clinical absolute warnings. Do not follow the singing, do not accept your hand. It really seems like it's trying to keep them alive, right? But on the other hand, the faceless witch, she doesn't actually attack. Right before she dissolves into silver leaves, she gives Arjun a chilling warning. When the developer betrays you, come find me. She is explicitly telling him that the system is lying. So what do? The boys are caught between trusting a terrifying, glitching, cosmic UI and a literal nightmare monster that wears the voices of their loved ones. Who on earth do you trust when both options feel like a massive trap? Thankfully, the Keeper, their mysterious guide with the galaxies in his eyes, he intervenes just in time with his blue fire. But when Arjun asks who that terrifying entity was, the Keeper drops an absolute bombshell. Long ago, he says, she was a player. Yeah, let that sink in. The monsters hunting them, the unspeakable horrors stalking this forest, they might not just be spawned lines of code. They might actually be the ghosts of the kids who came before them, the ones who failed, the ones who trusted the wrong voice. Now, this kind of paranoia is quiet. It creeps right under your skin, but the world doesn't even give them a second to process it. By midday, that quiet dread completely escalates into visceral, physical danger. The group arrives at this ancient stone bridge that spans across a totally bottomless chasm. It's lined with these grotesque statues, each one holding its own severed head. Now, normally this looks like a standard atmospheric set piece you'd find in any fantasy RPG, right? But in this world, the environment itself is a predator. And this brilliantly illustrates how standard lit RPG game mechanics are twisted into pure cosmic horror in this story. They don't just encounter a troll living under the bridge is the monster. The system window pops up, but it is not giving them a quest. Oh no, it's giving them a horrifying status update. Living structure identified, the Maw Bridge. Status, hungry. The suspense just explodes in a matter of heartbeats. One by one, the boys start crossing, absolutely terrified. But when Samir hits the dead center of the bridge, his shadow, which remember has been acting totally on its own, suddenly freezes. It refuses to move. It looks up at Samir, literally opens a mouth and whispers to him, "Run." Suddenly, the stone beneath their feet starts pulsing like a heartbeat. Tiny cracks split open, revealing hundreds of pitch-black eyes staring up at them from inside the stone itself. Let's see how this builds, because what follows is this incredibly satisfying, perfectly coordinated lit RPG party maneuver that barely saves their lives. The bridge literally erupts into a colossal, worm-like creature stretching across the entire chasm. Rohan's silver eye flares up, predicting the monster's exact strike path, and he screams left. Vikram slams his hands down, using his Ruin Weaver ability to force stone pillars out of the ground that actually pin the creature's massive jaws open. Then, Arjun pushes through this blinding pain with his Deadeye perception to spot the shifting, regenerating weak points.
Samir's living shadow physically wrestles that glowing weak point to hold it still. And finally, Kabir unleashes every single ounce of his abyss fire, plunging black flames straight into the creature's core. The monster roars, chunks of living stone rain down into the abyss, and it actually retreats. They did it. They literally survived a mini-boss.
But, and this is a massive but, this isn't a game where mana just naturally regenerates over time. Victory comes with a visceral, bloody cost. Yeah, Vikram pinned those jaws, but the second he did, his arms trembled violently and even more streaks of gray spread through his 19-year-old hair. Arjun found a weak point, but it gave him blinding migraines and sent blood literally streaming from his eyes. And Kabir? His black fire is literally burning away his own memories. He is actively forgetting the faces of people from back home. They're trading their humanity, their bodies, and their minds just to survive a few more minutes.
The beast retreats. And then the system chimes. Experience awarded, level up. Current party level, 3. Now, in any normal game, you cheer, right? You celebrate leveling up. You've gotten stronger. Kabir literally laughs out loud, totally breathless and relieved that they are actually progressing. But what's really interesting here is that in this nightmare, reaching party level 3 turns out to be the single biggest, most catastrophic mistake they could have possibly made.
The Keeper doesn't smile. In fact, his face goes completely pale. He looks at them and says, "No, you're becoming visible." The tone shifts instantly from this hard-fought victory to sheer, overwhelming cosmic dread. The Keeper points a trembling finger straight upward. High above the black canopy, piercing right through the endless crimson clouds of this dead world, a tiny red star has just appeared in the sky. It was not there before. Because in this game, every single time players grow stronger, the world notices. Just watch how fast this trap springs shut. 0 seconds, the system chimes, party level 3. Just 2 seconds later, that red star ignites in the sky like an unblinking eye. At 5 seconds, the sky itself cracks open. A deep, mechanical voice, something infinitely older and larger than the glitching developer they met before, just echoes across the entire continent. And at 10 seconds, far, far beyond the edges of the forest, hundreds of colossal doors slowly begin to open across the horizon.
I mean, just imagine standing in that forest. You're already battered, bleeding, and totally exhausted as the heavens literally shake with this announcement. New player data accepted, adaptive hunt protocol activated. The Keeper just stares at those distant doors in absolute horror. He realizes that the world bosses, the unimaginably huge apocalyptic titans of this game, have just been awakened. By surviving, by so-called winning, the boys have triggered the endgame mechanisms. And somewhere in the darkness behind those opening doors, something impossibly huge opens a single glowing eye.
So what does this all mean? The crucial point is this. Everything in this world is designed to hunt them, but the rules themselves might just be the biggest trap of all. Remember the Keeper's 3 laws? Everything wants to survive, everything lies, and you should never trust the system completely. The Faceless Witch, a former player, warned them that the developer would betray them. And now, the very system that supposedly rewards them with levels has just broadcast their exact location to the world bosses. So, who is lying? The terrifying monsters trying to consume them? Or the clinical, clean UI that just orchestrated their execution? I don't know about you, but I am desperate to see how they survive this next chapter. Keep questioning everything, and I'll see you in the next explainer.